Okay, so I'll be presenting question 1, which is, in what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? So I'll start with my front cover, comparing it to NME here. I've conformed with the colour scheme of a red, white and blue colour scheme, just like NME has. I have a dark blue here, which you can't really see, it looks black, but it's dark blue. This was a simple, easy to use colour scheme that I thought keeps my magazine really simple but equally quite bold. I have followed a similar eye flow of the NME magazine, as I have a masthead with a big font in the top left hand side of the page. Mine goes all the way across, whereas NME's goes just to the left. But the important thing is that it follows the natural eye flow, like these arrows here where you can read the masthead and then see the module's face, which is the next main feature of the front cover. I've also conformed to the same photography as NME magazine, as my photograph is in the middle of the page, although NME's is on the right side of the page, whereas mine is centred in the middle. And I have broke the convention that NME follows, as mine is more naturalistic, and it's because I wanted to capture a musician at work rather than NME has of asking musicians to pose, and it looks more like a proper photographic studio, whereas mine looks like it's just an artist at work. This also fits with my unique selling point of a wholesome, simple magazine rather than a corporate one that NME has done. My photo is also, I think, more colourful than this monochrome photo of Alex Turner and Miles Kane, as I believe my target audience is slightly younger than NME, so it appeals more to them. And I have researched that NME's average reader is a 25-year-old, whereas mine is 16 plus. So that's why my photo is a bit different. Finally, my magazine NME does not include the magazine code of having a puff, which is a promotional slogan that is normally placed near the masthead. I have complied completely to this code entirely, as my puff is not beneath the masthead, but it is in the form of a banner, which is at the bottom along the full width of my page. NME does include a banner though, which they use instead for their studio news along the top, so I've broken this convention in a way by having it at the bottom. I also haven't included a button, which NME does. I broke this convention so that my magazine looked cleaner and is again a more naturalistic style. Also, I did this because I wanted to show that it was less gossip orientated, because I want my magazine to be wholesome and really focus on the music. Next, my contents page, I'll be comparing it to Q and NME magazine again. My contents page follows the conventions of Q magazine here. Importantly, their layout is the same, with having 2/3 of the page for photos on the right and 1/3 of the page for editorial pillars and article titles, sorry. And then I follow this convention that Q magazine shows of having a masthead in the top left-hand side of the page, and then having the issue numbers just to the right of it. I also, the same as Q, used article titles running down the left under the editorial pillars, and having leading text summarising each of the articles underneath it. This is equally similar to NME magazine, which I've put just to compare Q and NME, as you can see that they're almost exactly the same but just flipped the other way around. So I'm still following the convention of Q magazine, although other conventions are followed by current successful media products. More on my contents page is I've included more editorial pillars than Q. I use this dark colour scheme, I use this dark blue colour from my colour scheme, as I think it corresponds more to my photos than just a black and yellow would on Q. Q focused on one long angle shot from the previous slide, but I challenged this convention of this current media product and included a close-up, a long shot and a wide angle shot. This is to create a wider range of photos so my content look more varied. Also, Q includes a caption with photographers credits and the page numbers corresponding to that photo, whereas in my magazine I've only included corresponding page numbers here. Finally, with my double page spread, I have followed the convention that the media product Kerrang shows us of having my pull quote as a heading stretching across the double page spread. I have also conformed with the same layout as Kerrang, with the model on the left and the body text of the interview on the right. The image Kerrang shows us is similar to mine, although again it is a more posed photo. They are both medium eye-level shots, but again he's looking straight at the camera. He's looking straight at the camera, whereas my model is looking down. I have a slug similar to Kerrang. Mine is on the right, but theirs is on the left. And a kicker underneath my pull quote as a masthead. I've conformed with the convention that Kerrang shows us of having a grey background, but again, mine is obviously the wall that the model has been photographed against, whereas this is like a photographic studio wall. Although mine is clearly a naturalistic wall instead of a photographic one. And that's it.